Now I am going to dictate a journal passage based on Sir Kailash Chandra's shorthand transcription number back up to 90. Let's start. The present bill is intended to regulate the collection of the cess at the same rates as at present under the authority of a statute. There has been some doubt expressed in recent times about the propriety of government levying the cess on the basis of the Central Excises and Salt Act and the rules thereunder. An opinion has been given that it would be better to put the levy on a statutory basis. This is one of the reasons for the present bill para. The second, and what I consider the more important object, is to lay down in the act itself the purposes for which the sums so collected should be utilized. The Houses is well aware that we have similar cesses on the production of some other commodities which are collected, and after meeting the administrative expenses, the proceeds expended on the promotion of those particular industries. I may mention, for example, the cess on tea, coffee, rubber for the development of these respective industries and the marketing of such products. We have also the example of the cess on coal levied in the interests of coal mine labor welfare and conservation and safety in coal mines. Quite recently, an act has been passed that a cess shall be levied on mill cloth with the object of assisting and encouraging khadi and other cottage industries. The present measure, as I have explained, is a simple one. The cess is to be levied and spent for the regulation and development of the salt industry in a scientific and planned manner. Para. I would like to refer at this stage to the Salt Advisory Committee, which is consulted by the Government of India on problems relating to the salt industry. The committee also includes representatives of the central government and the governments of the various states, which are the principal producers of salt, representatives of salt manufacturers and traders, and a representative of the labor engaged in the salt industry. The committee has expressed itself in favor of the continuance of the cess and of the proceeds being spent on the development of the salt industry. The Salt Advisory Committee further advised in 1950-51 that the then existing exemption from the cess on the salt exported by sea to Calcutta should also be withdrawn. After their advice was acted upon by the government with effect from February 1952, all salt produced by the licensed manufacturers of salt in India has been subjected to the levy of the cess. The recommendations made by the Planning Commission are of interest in this connection. Stop. Thank you.